So you may have seen the clip where the human piece of excrement who calls himself Steve Bannon says that Trump will be president in 2028. In case you missed it.
He's going to get a third term. So Trump 28, Trump is going to be president 28, and people just ought to get accommodated with that.
So what about the 22nd Amendment?
There's many different alternatives. At the appropriate time, we'll lay out what the plan is, but there's a plan. We had longer odds in 16 and longer odds in 24 than we got in 28. And President Trump will be the president of the United States, and the country needs him to be president of the United States.
This is meant to get attention. This is meant to scare you. But the truth is, Trump is not getting a third term. I posted this back in January, and it still rings true.
People are apparently freaking out about Trump 2028, but I'm here to tell you that's not going to happen. I'm Eliza Orlins, career public defender for 15 years in Manhattan. People have been blowing up my comments and DMs with questions about this constitutional amendment that would enable Trump to run for a third term. And yes, a Republican congressman did introduce something to try to amend the 22nd Amendment, which limits presidents to 2 terms in office. But I'm here to tell you that amending the Constitution is really hard. They would need both a 2/3 majority vote in the House and the Senate, and then they'd need 38 states to ratify. I'm just here to tell you it's not going to happen. This is a distraction. This is noise. We need to be staying focused on the real issues at hand. There are going to be things that come up every single day in this administration that are nothing more than political theater, than smoke and mirrors. We need to stay focused on the things that are truly a threat to our democracy: voting rights, attacks on our legal system, attacks on reproductive and other health care. There are plenty of efforts underway to undermine our democracy that don't require a constitutional amendment, and so we need to stay sane. So while I know it's scary, don't get caught up in the fear of a Trump third term. That's not reality right now. Let's stay focused on the ways in which we can protect our communities here.
I don't need to brag about being right about the ways in which this administration was going to pose a real threat to people in our communities. But let me just say, Trump 2028 is not a real threat. There are real threats. ICE is coming into our neighborhoods and grabbing people off the street. Immigrants are being targeted and people are living in fear. But there are people fighting back. This woman who has gone viral because she's the woman in the blue polka dot dress who has been fighting back. And she is every New Yorker right now because that's how we all feel. That's why we're in the streets screaming about this stuff. And I hope you will be too. So get out there and fight back in all the ways that you can. We all need to stay focused, stay loud, and don't get distracted. Make sure you're following for more. Oh, and fuck ICE.